Dalton. And here is Emmanuel Augustus. You talk about one of the most unique styles in boxing history. This man has it. The drunken master, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
What a night it is. You can hardly hear yourself speak. The atmosphere, the people at ringside. This is ridiculous.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You don't want to trade shots. Throws the jab and doesn't score. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Trying to land that jab. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Smith in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now you've let him back into it.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Good man, good man.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Nothing up there. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Switch on. Get this boxing back together. He was coasting this fight, and now you let him back into it. Now, it's a tougher fight. And he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence.
But you're still landing your power shots.
And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is a high-octane battle. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Beautiful counter punch. Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Hold it right there! Dalton Smith just took a big shot. He couldn't take anymore, and down goes Dalton Smith. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're fighter going down.
I need to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind right. Get your focus right.
There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Respect for each other's punching power. A swing and a miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. Oh, what a punch! Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. And Emmanuel Augustus is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the...
There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Beautiful counter shot. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. These two fighters are made for one another. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
On to the fifth we go. How about that time counter shot? Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
A straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. Counter punching. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The jab misses. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter punch. Nice job blocking the left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Smith in that last round. At this point, you got... There's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always... Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Done with that counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and... Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, my word, Dalton Smith, look out! I don't believe... Did you see that? Dalton Smith, and down goes Emmanuel Augustus. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Smith just took a big shot. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Who's got the advantage here? Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They stop the hook there. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Smith in that last round.
Get out there and switch on.
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Couldn't land that jab. They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Neither fighter willing to slow down. They exchange punches. Incredible work rate. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last one. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. They're off their stools, and what a fight this has been. Will it continue?
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they have to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Stamina is off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. but nice defense there. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus.
Come on, switch it off.
On to the 12th. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. I think it's safe to say one of these fights. And Augustus goes to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
You've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good right uppercut. A perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.